I need to scratch out this crunch. Scratch out this crunch. Scrunch, 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 scrunch out the crunch. What? Scrunch out the crunch. I always think scrunching out the crunch of my hair is always really funny because sometimes it's so nice and then other times you just get these like wacky little pieces that don't know what they want. Like what are you? So today I'm going to be doing a just get ready with me video. Yeah, I kind of just want to talk. I haven't done one of these in a really long time. You know, gotta get ready. I'm filming a bunch of videos today. So I figured it might be a good time to just talk about all the crap essentially that I've been bitching about on Instagram. Not all the crap, but you know. The way I'm gonna do this is I'm just gonna do my makeup like normal and I will put in the description what I ended up using because a lot of the times, you guys, I don't even pay so much attention to exactly what I'm putting on my face. It's more so just, I don't know, it's about the colors more than the brand. You guys can see the colors and all that, but I'll put the brand and everything in the description just because I know that I will forget to say it out loud. So I guess the main thing that I wanted to talk about here was something that I've been, I don't want to say complaining, but I've been talking a lot about on Instagram stories. See, okay, so I am really bad at posting on, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. That's better. I post a lot on Instagram stories, but I don't really post actual Instagram as much. And you know, the reason for that I feel is that Instagram stories has that sort of Snapchat aspect to it where there's not like as high of a standard, I suppose. With Instagram posts, there's always this feeling of it needing to be this aesthetic and this perfection and all this stuff. And it really just makes me feel kind of like, ugh, like I don't like it because I don't like feeling if my picture isn't up to a certain standard that it's not worth posting. But then at the same time, see, this is the irony of it, is that whenever I post a picture that I feel is to that standard, nobody cares because I don't care. You know, like I guess I'm just trying to figure out I feel like I always am saying this, but I'm just trying to figure out my footing because for the longest time, my channel has been like a beauty channel. And that's not wrong, but it's hard to post on Instagram and stuff when I'm not the way that a lot of Instagram beauty people are, where it's like doing the tutorials without talking and just having this sort of like, you know, that's not me. So I never actually know what to post on Instagram. I literally like don't know how to fall into that without posting something like a selfie or something that just feels weird. I do just want to point out that there's like zero frizz happening right now. I tried this thing called it's like Curl Keeper, and it's this super liquidy stuff that you put in when your hair is wet and it's supposed to completely knock out all frizz, and then it's reactivated by water. So if your hair is like frizzy the next day, you just add a little bit of water and it's supposed to reactivate. And I mean, that's pretty awesome because frizz was a big thing that I was dealing with. No fun. Okay, so let's do eyes. I'm gonna use this. I'm showing you because we talked about it in my ColourPop haul recently. So anyway, so my point was that I really love talking on Instagram stories, just being really candid with you guys, and I think that what I'm going to do is try and bring more of these get ready with me videos, although I really don't want to call them Chit-Chat Get Ready With Me because I don't know, I need a different name for them. Help me think of something else to call them. It sucks because I don't want to call them Chit-Chat Get Ready With Me because it just feels, again, like not me. I would never say chit-chat, but that's what people know them as. So the me in me wants to not call them that, but the part of me that wants people to actually watch them wants to use it like I did in this video because that's what people know them as. I don't know. Anyway, so what I've been kind of going on about on Instagram a little bit is that I have been trying to switch up my healthiness. I am a huge sugar fiend. I love baking. I love chocolate. I love peanut butter. I love peanut butter and chocolate. And I've been just really trying to make myself not eat so much sugar, eat healthier, and work out. I started going to personal training at the beginning of April, or like about a month ago. So not quite the beginning of April. It's been really good for me in the sense that I have worked out more in the last month than I have probably in the last like 6 years. That's not even remotely a lie. The way that I personally work is that I can't motivate myself. It is really hard for me to get myself to start a new routine. I've wanted to lose weight and to get healthy for years, honestly, years. I can't tell you how many before pictures I have on my iPhone of just me standing in front of a mirror with my shirt off, or, you know, like the front and the side and doing this and stuff, and they all look exactly the same. And it's because I just can't get myself to stick to a routine. So that's really the main reason why I decided to start personal training. I signed up for a gym that I was going to before, so I knew that I liked it. And when you sign up to the gym, a lot of the times they give you a free personal training session. So I was like, whatever, it comes with it. So I signed up. I was expecting to just do one session, and then after that one session, I realized I need this. I clearly am not going to make myself do any of this, and I'm tired of going to the gym and wandering around like a lost puppy dog, going up to like random things for a couple of times and not really pushing myself, not really doing anything. So I signed up, and it's been really good. I really like my trainer. We talk about Game of Thrones and Game of Thrones speculations and all sorts of stuff. So the time goes by pretty quickly, and it's been just cool to see myself, know that I'm pushing myself and accomplishing more. I'm also so excited because I can already tell that I'm gaining a butt. And I say this because literally when you go from 0 butt to even like this much of a butt, you can tell apparently, because I have had no ass my entire life. And so it's kind of cool to be like, oh shit, there's a little tiny microscopic ass coming in here. And I'm okay with it. I'm not like, I'm tired of, because of my body shape, it's really hard to buy jeans and pants and all of that stuff. And then on top of that, because I carry so much of my weight in my stomach, and then on top of that, I always hate how I literally am a board on the back. Like it's just flat as hell. And so it's really cool to see any type of improvement back there. But what sucks is on Tuesday, I had my first weigh-in because it was exactly a month of doing personal training. And I've been trying to get to the gym in the last month. I've been trying to go at least one time on top of my 2 days of personal training every month. Or every week, every month. So I had my first weigh-in, and I've been doing intermittent fasting. I have been counting calories, and all of my stats were pretty much exactly the same. So I had a whole month of working out more than I have in a very, very long time. I was tracking calories. I was doing intermittent fasting so that I fast for 16 hours and can eat for 8 hours. And I was doing all of this stuff, and I thought I'm doing it right. And then the scale moved a pound, and all of my measurements, my body fat percentage, everything else was exactly the same. I know that the things to focus on are the non-scale victories. How do you feel? How do your clothes fit? And all of that stuff. Do you have more energy? And that's what sucks, is that my clothes fit the same. My energy is worse. You know, like I talked about this on Instagram too, is that I think that I might have thyroid issues because my mom does. Finally got blood work done yesterday, which was also crazy because I've been supposed to get blood work for months and months and months, put it off because blood work, and got it done yesterday. And I'm sorry, do you see a bruise? Because I don't, and that never happens to me. So that was freaking awesome. The girl that did it was like, I would go to her and only her for the rest of my life if I could, because that never happens to me. I barely felt it go in. I was able to watch the blood like going into the vial. It was a life-changing moment. Let me just say, it was seriously so awesome. Oh no. And then I come home with donuts. Violet just got home from school, and Paul has a big pink box, which means I got donuts. This is also the problem, is that my family just is not on the same boat as me. So my trainer is like, you know, what's going on? So we're going to try and up the amount of times that I go to the gym every week. And point being, I had a couple of really feeling sorry for myself days where I really felt upset and super disheartened, because I have been trying, you know, I've been really changing up my lifestyle. I've been trying to eat better. I've been trying to be aware of what I'm eating, and, you know, instead of just having dessert and eating crap every single day, trying to have like a cheat meal once a week. And, you know, I will admit I haven't been 100% at all. I've definitely been doing baby step moves, but I've been making moves, and then the scale shows nothing. And I think another part that is really disheartening that only adds on to it, and it's my own stuff, I'm not blaming anyone else. I go on Reddit and on Instagram and stuff, and I'll look up these before and after pictures. Reddit especially is what gets me, because it will be these people that are doing intermittent fasting, let's say, and 3 months, and they lose like 30 pounds, and it's this huge difference in how they look and all this stuff. And then I do it for a month and I lose a pound. These people are doing intermittent fasting, and they're not even paying attention to what they're eating. They're not counting calories or anything. They're just fasting for a certain amount of time, and they're getting these amazing results, and then I'm getting nothing. So I need to stop comparing myself to other people. Comparison is the theft of joy, as we all know, at least deep down in our hearts. But it's just hard sometimes. So I'm hoping that my blood work will give me some answers, because if it was just the weight loss, it'd be one thing, but the fact that I'm constantly tired, lack of energy is a huge thing. I feel like I need a nap at 10 a.m. almost every single day. That's not normal. I constantly have my cuticles and my thumbs and stuff are like always peeling. My lips are always chapped. Like there's so many things that I feel also play into this. Obviously, I don't want to have a problem if I don't have one, but I want an answer to why I'm doing these things and not seeing any results. Really not fun. Yeah, so that's been the biggest thing, is just trying to not feel bad about myself and to not feel like what I'm doing isn't worth it, because it is. It's bettering myself. It's getting stronger. It hopefully will give me an ass. It sucks when you are putting so much of your effort and time into something and you're pushing yourself and then you're not seeing the payoff. I guess that's just where I'm at. Another thing I want to talk about in this video, this has been something I've wanted to talk about for honestly years, and I've really been super scared to talk about it. And I think that the reason I'm super scared to talk about it is because this is something that's super taboo in the beauty community, which is interesting because in a lot of other communities, it is not taboo at all. It is actually completely common and not even a big deal. And that is Patreon. So if you don't know, Patreon is a website where you can support people that you love to watch. If you really love their content and you want to support them as a creator, you can support them by donating a certain amount every month and you get certain perks. So it's kind of like you're a super fan. And so everything that you get on YouTube or wherever you watch the person, you get that, which you would get for free anyways. But on top of that, you get extra perks, so to speak. So this is something that I have wanted to do for a really long time for a couple of reasons. The first of which is that I just would love to not have to feel like sponsorships are something that I need to depend on. And right now, with the amount of money that advertising pays on YouTube, sponsorships are sort of a necessity. I haven't done really any sponsorships this year except for the 2 that I did last week. They happened to be at the exact same time. And what I noticed, I don't know if it was YouTube, I don't want to blame YouTube or anything, but both those videos did not do well at all. They did really poorly. I don't know if it's YouTube saw like sponsorship and decided to nerf them, or if just my audience isn't interested, which is weird because it was an Avengers tutorial and I get asked about tutorials a lot. And then it was a haul video, which usually haul videos do at least okay for me. Both of those did not do well. And it really sucks that 1, they didn't do well, and then 2, I feel like a failure as far as having a sponsorship. And then when you're not doing well doing a sponsorship, that really very much lowers the chance that you will get a sponsorship again. I have no problem with sponsorships. If I'm being honest with you guys, I would love to do more radio style sponsorships like how podcasts do them, or Philip DeFranco, for example, where he does like a Today and Awesome. I don't think that's what he calls it anymore, but things he loves today. And then it's like a sponsorship in the middle of the video. I am so much more for that. But the thing is that with beauty, it's not nearly as common. And most of the time, companies want that like at the first couple of minutes of the video. But I just really want to cut out feeling the need to do sponsorships. And that's how I feel right now. I know that Patreon within the beauty community is it's very taboo. I've seen people who get like really upset about it and how they say that they would never donate to a YouTube beauty person and all of this stuff, and I completely get that. So my idea is more to have this be less like feeling like Oliver Twist, because that's what I don't want, and have it more be like a special community that you get to join that is not full of bullshit. Beauty community right now is not a place that is a happy place, in my opinion. There's a lot of negativity. There's a lot of showmanship, I guess is the word, and just having this like I'm better than all of you and that I'm perfect and look how much money I have, and I hate it. I honestly hate it. I honestly don't want to be a part of something that makes other people feel less than. I want to be a part of something that is really an equal footing. We are all on the same level. And so that's kind of what I want with the Patreon. Paul and I have been working on it. I'm hoping it's going to go live in like a couple of weeks at the very most, and I'll keep you guys posted. It's gonna have a Discord, which if you don't have Discord, trust me, I didn't know what this was either, and Paul was telling me about it and how it's just like a really cool, almost like a forum and a chat room combined, but it'll be a really cool way for me to talk specifically to you guys and to really have everyone be like with a good, cool group of people. I want it to feel like you're really getting something out of it. Another tier that I'm having on there is to get a t-shirt every other month. So it's like a t-shirt club. So if you guys have seen, I did like my manatee where they're drinking tea, or my Black Cat Brigade shirt. So it would be getting one of those every other month. And then what I'm really excited about are the higher up tiers, which will be to do one-on-one makeup sessions with me. So it'll be to do like why can't I talk? To do Skype sessions where we'll be able to do our makeup together. You know, if you have trouble doing a specific technique that you want private, literally private, one-on-one talk with me, you'll be able to do that. I think that I'm so nervous talking about it. Paul's been getting on me because I literally set up this Patreon in 2017 and have just done nothing because I've been so scared that people would 100% disown me and hate the fact that I wanted to do something that involved money. So I literally have just done nothing with it for 2 years. It sucks because, like I said, it's very taboo in the beauty community, but the gaming community, like Twitch, you know how much money people get from just playing video games? Tons, like ridiculous amounts of money. The podcast that I listen to, my Game of Thrones podcast. If you like Game of Thrones, it's called Oysters, Clams, and Cockles. I'm obsessed with it. Every Monday, they are badass because literally the show goes on, like the show premieres, every episode premieres on Sunday, and by like Monday morning, there's a new episode of Oysters, Clams, and Cockles up. But they just started a Patreon, and they just brought it up totally nonchalant. They're like, oh, well, let's do this, and we're going to do a Patreon because we want to do extra episodes and we need to eat and this. The only tier they have is a $10 tier, and they have almost 3,000 people in a like 2-week span. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to stop being a little bitch baby and being afraid of people getting upset, because people will get upset no matter what. It is what it is, and do something that I think will be really fun and a way for me to get to know a lot of really awesome people and get to help people, because one of the things that I love doing more than anything is helping people. I love being able to teach people how to do their makeup. I love being able to see people learn and that face they get when they're like, oh my God, it clicked. I finally understand. Because of the way that YouTube is right now, that's not really something that I can do. Tutorials don't do well. Nobody wants to sit through tutorials, and you can watch all the tutorials in the world and it's not catered specifically to you. And this is kind of like my whole curly girl journey, is that I've watched so many people doing curly hair tutorials and talking about curly girl method and all of that. And I can get tips and tricks, but since it's not my hair and it's not somebody specifically looking at my hair and telling me what I should do, it's not going to be the same as if, you know, like I am at the end of this month going to get a diva cut. So I'm going to go to somebody who specifically specializes in curly hair, and they'll be able to tell me exactly what I should be doing to get the most out of my curls, the most out of my hair. So having that one-on-one is something that you can't do just with YouTube. And I want to focus on that so much more, because not only does it help you guys, it honestly makes me feel so good. I really love teaching, and I love seeing people excited and learning and being able to improve everything. I've been putting off announcing that I'm going to start doing this. It is scary to me. It's always scary to start something new. It's always so terrifying to bite the bullet and to finally get, to just do it, just to start something new. But I want to take my stuff in a different direction. I want to stop having to lean so much on doing sponsorships. And this isn't to say anything about Sigma or Ulta, because those are my last two sponsorships. I adore Sigma. I adore Ulta. Most of the brushes I use are Sigma. I shop at Ulta. You guys know this. I gush about Ulta in any video that I talk about Ulta in. Like, these are not out of the blue companies. But I mean, I get approached by a lot of different companies wanting to do sponsorships that I've never used before, and I don't want to have to think that I am putting my beliefs, I guess, and putting them aside for a quick buck. I don't want to do that. I've done that in the past because I needed money, and it sucks. It honestly sucks. So that's kind of the idea behind this, and I really want it to be something that you guys like and are excited about. I want to make this something that people enjoy on its own, not just because they want to support me. So I really want to make it like a real community, a real fun place where we can talk about stuff, be open, no judgment, talk about more than just makeup, and get ideas from you guys, and really just make it a really amazing community. And now I've said it, and now it's out in the open, so I can't take it back. That was my big announcement. Seriously, I can't tell you guys how terrifying it was to talk about that. Obviously, if you want to be a part of that, that's amazing, and I'm going to keep you guys 100% posted once we get everything done, because it is not done yet. But if you can't or anything like that, you'll still be getting the same amount of stuff on here. Nothing on my YouTube is changing. This is a thing where if you want to get more stuff, I mean, we have so many things planned for it, and I think that it'll be really, really cool. But if you are completely happy with everything that you are getting on my channel, your support in just watching my videos means everything. The comments that you guys leave, the advice, the ideas, everything like that is honestly so appreciated. Please never, ever, ever think that I don't appreciate all of the input and comments and support and feedback and everything that you guys already give me. This is just something that would be like an extra level, and I think that it'll be really fun. I'm very nervous about it, obviously, but I'm also very excited. I'm like all over the place. Ooh, this is a lot. This is a new Sugar Pill lip gloss. I don't know what I was expecting. It's a lot more pigmented than I was expecting. I'm like the anti-lip person. It's so sparkly though. All right, I think that that's about it for this video. My hair doesn't have as much, I need like volume. That's my main thing that I'm struggling with. And I think when I get my hair cut, it's gonna make a huge difference, but I want like big hair. Big hair. I don't know, we'll see. So that's about it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. If you want more of these chit-chatty videos, because obviously I like talking, because this is like a 30-minute video, let me know, because this was easy, and then I already get ready, so why not film myself getting ready, right? Okay, I love you guys so much. Thank you for everything, as always, and I'll see you next time.